Hello, friends and fellow flute enthusiasts. Thanks so much for tuning in. The flute that you hear and see me play here is one made by Ron Stutz of Native Sunrise Flutes. This one, and flutes like it, are available on our website, horizonsflutestore.com. Ron has been making flutes for a long time, and he's been working with us, partnering with us at Horizons for many years. He's offered various flutes, and now we have the kind of design your own feature where you can pick your key, your wood, the look of the flute, all sorts of things. But today specifically I wanted to present to you a low A flute. This is a new offering from Ron through our flute store, Horizons Flute Store. And I want to talk a little bit about this particular flute made from Western cedar. That keeps it kind of lightweight. Also, it smells really good. As I'm playing this flute, it's kind of warming up, and that aroma just kind of encapsulates me here. A couple of other features for Ron's flutes. On these lower flutes, you can get them with the offset finger holes. Now this one is set up for a right-handed flute player, as I am. I play with the right hand on the bottom. So the bottom hand will curve off kind of to the right. The top hand curves off to the left. But if you're a left-handed flute player, we can make it such that your left hand is on bottom, and so these would just go opposite. All of Ron's flutes come with a wet out feature on the inside here. So as I take the totem off of the flute, you can see this material in the slow air chamber, ramp, and flue area, as with the bottom of the block here. Now this will help absorb some of that moisture that collects as we play woodwind instruments. There's nothing you can really do to avoid your flute wetting out or stop it from doing it. This will prevent it from happening so quickly. As you know, some flutes you have in your collection, perhaps you can play a song or two and then it's wetted out, and not much you can do with that, but this certainly slows down that process. You can play for a long time without that happening. One other thing that Ron has sort of invented for a flute like this, we realize that this can be a rather large flute, and even though we've got ergonomic finger holes down here to help offset and keep that wrist in neutral position, and with the slow air chamber being so short, this shortens that reach that you may have going from the end of the flute to that last playing hole. Now this flute's perfectly comfortable for me. I'm about 5'9", 5'10", if I have shoes on. And I have pretty good reach with my hands. They're not exceptionally large, but I have pretty good reach. But that's where this thing comes in. This is called a Flute EZ. And this is designed such that it will work either left or right. This is made to fit Ron's flutes. This comes with these bass flutes. So if you're a right-handed flute player, then you'll put this in with that mouthpiece to the right side. And so this plugs right into the end of the flute here. Now you can take this strap over here if this is normally how you would play it. You can untie the leather and then tie it around, so therefore it sticks right there. So then I go from something that is out like this to now something that is up like this. And the purpose of this, if you're playing a bass flute and you're struggling to reach that bottom hole, it's because of the extension and the tension that you're getting in your wrist. When you hold a bass flute like this, if it were any longer, now see, watch what happens with my wrist right here, okay? As I pull the flute further away, I'm starting to get that kink right here. And overextension here in my ring finger. And that's the problem a lot of folks have with playing bass flutes. Sometimes it's the overall girth of the flute here, but mostly it's that bottom hole. Can't reach it because you're pushing too far. One other thing, if you don't have this apparatus, if you don't have this set up and you have a bass flute at home, a quick win for you in this video would be to take that bass flute. I'll back up a little bit so you can see more of my body. Instead of holding it out like this is extending and making this much worse. So you want to bring that closer to your body. Look what happens to my wrist right there. Out like this, kink. You want to keep your wrists in neutral position as much as possible. You can take it a step further. If you play with right hand on bottom, you can bring that flute over to your right side. Now you will have to tilt your, twist and tilt your neck a little bit, but look what it does here. It further straightens out my wrist from here to here. Bringing that flute closer to your body. Same thing on the left, just bringing it closer. Especially if you're sitting in a chair and you're playing your flute, you're going to want to bring it to the outside of your thigh there. A little twist you'll have to give, but it will help you reach that flute a little bit more. Anyway, I'm going into flute playing and flute teaching mode. We've got lots of tips and tutorials, videos. That's what I do. I'm a flute teacher. I'm an instructor, recording, performing artist too. But I want you to have success with your flute, which is why we partner with guys like Ron who are innovative to come up with things such as this and wet out protection. We want you to have and get the most out of your flutes that you have in your collection, especially as you're adding new flutes. If you have any questions about flute playing, flute learning, anything to do with the flute, feel free to drop a comment below. You can also reach us through our website, horizonsflutestore.com and horizonsfluteschool.com. Again, we have lots of learning opportunities for you with tons of built-in support so you can get the most out of your flute playing. If you have any questions, you know how to reach me. It's been great to be with you today. I will look forward to seeing you at another video. Take care.